So, on a cold day like today, let's talk about something warmer. Brazil. Let's start with some facts. Brazil is the 8th largest economy in the world with a GDP of $2.2 trillion. It has a population of 208 million people. Its current inflation rate is at about 3%. Now, its ease of doing business rank is approximately 125th in the world, with Iran being 124th and Guyana being 126th. So things in Brazil could be a little easier for doing business, hence crypto wouldn't hurt. Also, Brazil is sometimes thought of as being one of the poorer countries in the past. Well, since 2003, over 24 million people have risen out of poverty there. In the past, they used to have a lot of currency issues going decades back. So the population in Brazil is quite aware of inflation and poor monetary policy. So when you have a population of people that are rising out of poverty and maybe have an inherent distrust for the monetary system, it leaves a large opening for them to step into the world of digital currencies. So now that we've taken a look at Brazil, I'd like to take a look at a new cryptocurrency called Criptoreal, which is a Portuguese language-based currency. However, being a cryptocurrency, it is international, can be used by anybody everywhere, despite any kind of language barriers. But its main target is Brazil. Now, its symbol is CRS. It's currently using the Lira 2 Revision 2 algorithm. There are going to be 203 million coins released. Currently, the block size is releasing and has a reward of 120 coins per block, and that's halving every 38 months. Current block time is 2 minutes. Now, the coin did have a pre-mine of 2.4%, so that's approximately 5 million coins in total. Now, let's take a look at the roadmap. Basically, phase 1 was starting mining. Their mining started a few days back towards the beginning of January 2018, and their wallets were released for Linux and Windows. Currently, they're working on airdrops, and there's been a lot of translations in the Bitcoin Talk forums. Phase 2, which begins in April, the dev team is looking at listing it on exchanges. Phase 3 is creating e-commerce apps for using the coin. Now, there are other phases to their roadmap, but they're so forward-looking, I'm not going to bother going over them at the moment. One side note about the coin itself is that it is a descendant of Mona coin, which is a Japanese-based coin. Now, let's talk about the pre-mine. It's 5 million coins split into 5 parts. 1 million is to be sold to investors with an agreement of not selling the coin for 3 years. There is also a 450,000 coins set aside for a rewards program, 175,000 coins set aside for airdrops, and 1.8 million coins for crowdfunding. Also, the rest of the pre-mined coins will be going to the developers. Now, the wallets of the coin work great. I've used the Windows 64-bit. I've installed it on 2 separate computers. I haven't had any issues. Currently, the blockchain's really small, so downloading this and installing it is really easy. There is an online wallet available using JavaScript. The first time I tried mining the coin, I did send my coins to this JavaScript wallet, and my coins are stuck there. When I checked the Blockchain Explorer, the mining pool did send my coins to the address. When I go to the wallet, it shows a balance of 0. Now, if you are planning on mining this coin, just download the official wallet, use it. It's really easy to install, barely takes up any space at the moment. Currently, well, and going forward, there is 150 confirmations on each block, which personally I feel is a little bit of an overkill. However, it is what it is. This coin's great for hobby mining, or if you're new to Bitcoin mining. Currently, as it's not listed on an exchange, there isn't really a market value per se. But still, nonetheless, if you have an older card, with the hash rate being so low as it is, I have a computer, an older one, kicking around in another room with a GeForce GTX 750. I just leave it mining CRS day and night. So if you have an older card kicking around or an older computer, you're not sure what to do with it, or perhaps you want to do some CPU mining, which Lyra is capable of, you might as well set it to Criptoreal and let it mine away and throw your hashing power some way towards this new project. Personally, I'm looking forward to it being listed on an exchange so we can see what's going on in that regard. There is talk about perhaps setting up master nodes, which in the beginning of a coin's life is always pretty decent in that it helps stop all the dumping of coins from miners onto exchanges, which does happen. So going forward, I will be watching this coin, and I kind of like the idea of appealing to different language groups in the world. So far, a lot of coin development has been in English, Chinese, Japanese, South Korean. Now, appealing to different language groups, in my mind, is part of the key of crypto, in that we are trying to bring the world to use this new technology, and that's hard to do when everything is segmented based on language groups. Honestly, the coin doesn't bring any new technology per se, but just with its local focus, I do see it kind of being like a e-gulden, which focuses on the Netherlands, and it's been around for a while. So there are some prospects for this coin. Again, it is speculative. At the moment, it doesn't have any value. And my thoughts on the coin are not meant to be taken as any kind of financial advice on it. In the bottom, in the comments section, I will be leaving some information on the coin, some links you can go to, Bitcoin Talk forums, and the web pages for the downloading of the wallets, and a couple different pools you can mine with. Currently, there's two main pools that are being used, and most of the hash rate is pretty condensed to one pool, specifically Arc Pool, but I'm sure over time that will change. So thanks for watching, and if you